Chair now recognizes Ms. Greene for an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. I'm glad this committee's first hearing is dealing with the federal workforce. Government accountability needs to start with federal employees. And if you ask any American, they'll tell you straight to your face they are not happy with the federal workforce. This Congress, I will be chairing the subcommittee on delivering on government efficiency. We will be working closely with the Trump administration and its DOGE effort to make our government more efficient, more cost-effective, and more accountable. During President Trump's first term, federal employees tried to undermine the America First agenda at every turn. The swamp was hard at work, not for the American people, but indeed to subvert their will. Make no mistake, they will attempt to do the same this term. A new poll that nearly half of all federal employees plan to resist Trump. It shows this includes 73% of Democrat federal employees. This is totally unacceptable. Unelected bureaucrats do not have a mandate from the American voters. President Trump does. And President Trump is the incoming president starting on Monday. This means that the unelected bureaucrats that work for the federal government will come into place, and they will come to heel to the American people that have delivered the mandate. Again, President Trump was elected to put the federal bureaucracy in its place, and that includes back in the office. However, Mr. O'Malley signed a contract on his way out the door of the Social Security Administration to stifle President Trump's authority over the federal workforce. This locks in telework policies from the Biden era. Mr. O'Malley left his job as head of the Social Security Administration in late November to run to be chairman of the DNC. But right before he did, he gave a parting gift to his friends, his buddies, who run the largest federal employee union. He signed a contract with the American Federation of Government Employees that ensures Biden-era telework levels for tens of thousands of Social Security employees until 2029. Keep in mind, this was the union he was supposed to be negotiating against, not for. As commissioner of the Social Security Administration, Mr. O'Malley was supposed to be serving the American taxpayers who paid his salary. Instead, he worked for the union that endorsed him for his job. And while Mr. O'Malley was signing off on this contract to allow public servants to continue to work from home, the union he negotiated the deal for was starting to send their own employees back to their own offices in Washington. Unfortunately, this hypocrisy is nothing new from the Democrats and their special interest, and it is certainly something my subcommittee will work with President Trump to crack down on. I'm thankful to Chairman Comer that we are starting this work today. It is also absurd that taxpayers are literally paying federal employees to do business for their own unions. In other words, when unelected bureaucrats are supposed to be working for the American people, they are instead doing work for their unions. The Biden administration has refused to publish totals for the use and cost of official time, which prior administrations released every year. However, based on available data, we can assume $200 or $300 million are being spent annually on official time. That's $2 or $3 billion over a decade that Americans are paying for unelected bureaucrats to not do their job. As I work with DOGE on cost-cutting ideas, official time will be among the many items on the list. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
The lady yields back.